BALLON Dorgie best, the new Gareth Bale. Take your pick and you will have just one of the names Patrick Dorgu has been bestowed with by the Manchester United faithful in recent weeks. Sign up for the Man United newsletter. Thank you. Patrick Dorgu is set for a lengthy absence for Man UtdCredit, PA. How will United cope without the informed winger? The 21-year-old, criticized by former boss Ruben Amorim as nervous, has looked anything but in recent weeks after a run of 3 goals in 4 games. That included goals in Manchester Derby and a worldie against Arsenal on Sunday. However, just as Dorgu looked set to really cement himself in the United attack under Michael Carrick, installed as head coach until the end of the season, he was laid low by injury against the Gunners. He was an 81st-minute substitute for Benjamin Sesko after going down with an apparent hamstring injury. Read more in Football. And fears of a lengthy absence were vindicated earlier today as reports emerged suggesting he could be out for as many as 10 weeks. Sunsport understands they have not penciled in a timescale as they continue to assess the injury, though if early reports prove accurate it will leave the Red Devils short-handed in their attack until at least April. It comes as a bitter blow to United's hopes of landing Champions League football, which is now in their hands with the back-to-back wins over Manchester City and Arsenal leaving them in the top 4. So how might Carrick and United remedy Dorgu's absence? Sunsport has looked at 5 possible paths the club could take going forward to solve their left-wing conundrum. Most read in Football. Best free bets and betting sign-up offers. Can he did? Perhaps the most obvious choice at Carrick's disposal would be to start Matheus Cunha out wide. The Brazilian had played mainly on the left of the attack in Amorim's 3-4-3 system. But his flexibility means he has been used in a variety of roles including through the middle and out wide. He came off the bench to great effect against Arsenal as he curled in the winner. Even against City he proved effective down the wing as he crossed in the ball for United's second at Old Trafford that day scored by Dorgu. Cunha, 26, seems the obvious choice to play there against Fulham and beyond, and may well have been given the nod anyway given the Cottagers are likely to sit back more than City or Arsenal did. Matheus Cunha could be the perfect solution for Michael Carrick to replace Dorgu credit. Getty. Cunha has proven to be effective off the left. Mount aimed to be climbed. Mason Mount has returned from injury in recent weeks to boost Man Utd's depth. He has proven to be a valuable squad player this season and did have the ball in the net against City before the goal was ruled out for offside by VAR. Like Cunha, Mount is comfortable in a variety of positions and has also played off the left. The former Chelsea man also seems to be a player whose best on the pitch comes from the bench, meaning Carrick could well deploy Mount as his left winger on paper and keep the Cunha card up his sleeve as a heavy-hitting game-changer late on. Mason Mount could get a run in the team from wide left credit. Getty. Another formation change? United could well see themselves change formation again. Injury has a funny way of dictating the actions of managers and clubs, doesn't it? Now, going back to the infamous 3-4-3 at this point would likely prove a step backwards, and rather maddening for fans who were left scratching their heads at its use over the last 14 months under Amorim. Carrick's favoured system is 4-2-3-1, there is no questioning that, but the former England midfielder has proven himself to be flexible in the past. When he managed Middlesbrough, and during his first stint as United interim in 2021, Carrick deployed different shapes to counter different opponents, including, albeit rarely, not using wingers. Against Chelsea in 2021, which ended in a 1-1 draw with Thomas Tuchel, Carrick played Marcus Rashford and Jadon Sancho as a front two with a midfield of Fernandes, Scott McTominay, Fred and Nemanja Matic behind. With no clear left-wing option to choose from following the club's gutting of that position last summer, which saw Sancho, Rashford and Alejandro Garnacho all leave, Carrick could well deploy a similar formation. How United could line up without Dorgu? Mbeumo has been effective up front, so he may well be paired with one of Sesko or Cunha, with Fernandes behind, once again supported by a midfield trio of Mount, Kobbie Mainoo and Casemiro. United will no doubt have more of the ball than in recent weeks, so having more creative technicians who can unlock a defense might prove worthwhile against Marco Silva's in-form side. Academy call-up. There is of course another option within the halls of Carrington, promoting an academy player. Such a thought seemed to be an alien concept under the previous regime, but the likes of Shea Lacey, available again after his sending off against Brighton in the FA Cup, could prove to be worth their weight in gold. The 18-year-old had two pleasing cameos off the bench under Darren Fletcher before his silly dismissal against the Seagulls. With Dorgu injured, Lacey could add to his senior team minutes under Carrick. Shea Lacey could have a shot at redemption following his FA Cup sending off credit. Shutterstock editorial. Ticket plus hotel room for Man Utd games from £179. Get tickets to see Man Utd at Old Trafford with our hand-picked deals. The packages, offered by Sports Breaks, include an official match ticket and an overnight stay in a hand-picked hotel. If you click on a link in this article, we will earn affiliate revenue. Man United home games. The 31st of January. V Fulham, from £199.70 February. V Tottenham, from £229.28 February. V Crystal Palace, from £189. The 14th of March. V Aston Villa, from £199.11 April. V Leeds United, from £204.25 April. V Brentford, from £179. The 2nd of May. V Liverpool, from £279.17 May. V Nottingham Forest, from £199. The 44-year-old was in attendance to watch Lacey in action on Monday afternoon for the under-21s, ironically against Brighton. And Lacey, who was involved in first-team training before the Arsenal clash, showed his class by scoring a free kick in the 34th minute. Lacey was distraught after being sent off the last time he wore the red shirt of United and declared on social media following an apology he would do everything I can to make this right. This might be the perfect time to let the academy youngster try and do so. Yan the Manda. Yan Diomande is a player who has been attracting attention from United transfer chiefs. The RB Leipzig winger can play on both flanks and is one of the hottest emerging talents in European football, with the likes of Tottenham also keen. The 19-year-old netted in his club's 1-1 draw with St. Pauli on Tuesday, taking his total for the season to 9 goals and 6 assists in all competitions. United sources have insisted there won't be any movement in the market this window, much to the frustration of ex-boss Amorim, which prompted his incredible outburst on club chiefs at the start of the month. Recommended stories. The Red Devils do have the funds for a deal and are looking to sign a winger, as proven by their pursuit of Antoine Semenyo before he joined City from Bournemouth. But with a reported price tag of £87 million, €100 million, any deal this month seems unlikely. Man Utd could enter the transfer market for Man UtdCredit, Shutterstock editorial. Transfer News Live. Keep up to date with all the latest deals from the January transfer window. Comments.